passing of time, our world is becoming increasingly more uncertain and complex. Part of this is due to how the boundaries between countries seem to be getting ever more blurry. The situation is such that a crisis in one country can severely affect others, and that companies operate in such a global scale that many of them are not tied to a country anymore. As a result, a new type of leadership is required: a global leadership. Companies and universities alike see the need to develop global leaders. Talking to David Adams, Assistant Director of Campus Activities at Pittsburg State University, we asked him the difference between leadership and a global leadership.
In looking at global leadership, I would try and take my definition of leadership, the art of influencing people to accomplish a mission or goal, and I'd try and place like a global lens on that definition. And I don't think there's specifically one way to go about that, except for to expand your leadership capabilities and your awareness of certain types of leadership characteristics and personalities and traits and different experiences that give yourself a bit more of a global lens in pursuing that definition of leadership.
David Adams assures us that global leadership is a vital need that needs to be addressed, and shares some insight into explaining his view.
So certainly why a company is interested in developing global leadership in their employees, either while they're an employee or maybe before they even become an employee. Well, I found an excellent quote here, and it's from the Journal of College and Character back in 2008. Odell and Huang, they basically said that teaching leadership with a global perspective has become an urgent imperative for all leadership programs as daily interactions with economies, culture, politics, technology, communication, and education with individuals from around the world is commonplace. For example, an individual who grew up in Goodland, Kansas, population 4,800, now at the age of 28, may live in Dubai and work for an energy think tank based in Boston. So this just goes to show how flat our world has become and how connected our world is in general. And I think having a global leadership perspective and constantly improving your global leadership lens will just enhance and add to your qualifications as an employee for any company.
Kathy Lee Arquino, Interim Director of the International Programs and Services Office at Pittsburg State University, also shares her opinion on the importance of developing a global leadership in the workplace. Having lived in several different countries, such as Japan and Kazakhstan, all while working in the education field, she's truly an expert on this matter.
I believe that global leadership is important because in all parts of the United States, you're going to be working with people from different cultures. As a result of that, it's important to be able to lead your group, but also be cognizant of the fact of where people come from, what their values and traditions are, in order to be able to help direct the group and work towards an objective.
Kathy Lee Arquino encourages students to become interested in developing their leadership skills and gives them some tips to get started.
While you're a student, in order to learn more about other cultures and also leadership, I think some things that one can do are join different student organizations. An important thing to remember is that you don't have to be the president or vice president of that organization to implement change. Just being a part of that team, working with other people, will also develop your leadership skills.
Pittsburg State University is always attempting to create new programs to help students improve their knowledge, skills, and abilities. In terms of global leadership, Pitt State has the Global Leadership Institute, of which Kathy Lee Arquino will tell us more about.
The Global Leadership Institute is a program here at Pittsburg State University which enables students to learn more about leadership in a global context. My colleague David Adams, the Assistant Director of Campus Activities, and I, two semesters ago, brought this GLI, Global Leadership Institute, to PSU. This is an opportunity for American and international students to be in a workshop and classroom together and learn more about how different aspects of leadership will help them become bigger and better global leaders.